The television in my hospital room was muted, but the scene on the screen played loud in my mind. Crystal blue water, champagne flutes sparkling in the sun, my wife leaning into a man I didn't know. Her sunglasses were tilted just enough for me to see her smile. The smile I used to think was mine. Her sisters were there too, all laughing, golden, alive. I didn't notice the heart monitor or the nurse checking my four. My eyes were locked on the rolling banner at the bottom of the screen. Luxury cruise set sail for the Caribbean. I reached for my phone, opened my credit card app, and scrolled. There was asterisk cruise trip, $14, 972.44. Asterisk corner of my mouth twitched. I pressed call. She picked up on the second ring. "Hey," she said smooth, unbothered. "Where are you?" I kept my tone level. "At work," she replied. I let the silence stretch for a beat. "Enjoy yourself," I whispered, then ended the call. That was the exact moment I decided it was over. 3 days earlier, I was in the same bed, recovering from a work accident. Cracked ribs, stitches in my leg, a mild concussion. I thought she was visiting her mother that day. She kissed me goodbye, told me not to worry. I remember thinking how lucky I was. Fool. The next 24 hours, I played the part. Just another patient to the nurses, still the trusting husband to her. But in my mind, I was already working to the numbers. Bank accounts, passwords, property deeds, her phone's location history. She'd given me her login once just in case. She must have forgotten. I hadn't. Her flight to Miami? The day before the cruise. Booked 2 weeks ago. The same day she told me she was working late. The man beside her wasn't random. He was her high school flame, a name I'd seen before on a brushed-off Facebook comment. My chest burned, but not from cracked ribs. 14 grand. On my card, while my savings were already bleeding from medical bills. She must have thought I was too weak to check. She was wrong. Revenge isn't rage. Rage is sloppy. Revenge is art. First, I called my attorney. No drama. Just facts. Photos of the news report, screenshots of the charge, flight, and cruise bookings in my name. Second, I froze the card. She'd find out when she tried to buy something on the ship. A small inconvenience to let her know the ground under her was shifting. Third, I had the locks changed. I was discharged the next day, moving slow but steady. I emptied our joint safety deposit box of every document with my name. Birth certificates, marriage certificate, the title to the car she drove, but I owned. 2 days later, I sent her a message. Asterisk, hope the weather's nice. When you get back, don't bother coming home. Asterisk. No reply, just a little red check mark. Then came the calls. Sweet at first, then desperate, then furious. I didn't answer a single one. By the time her cruise docked, she knew the rest. Our accounts emptied of anything with her name. The divorce papers filed citing financial misconduct and infidelity. Her car repossessed in the night. I was parked across the street when she arrived, dragging her suitcases to a locked door. The man from the cruise stood beside her, useless. She yelled my name, banged on the door. I waited until she stopped. Then I rolled down my truck window, just enough for her to hear. "You told me you were at work." I said, calm and cold. She started to speak, but I cut her off. "You'll find the rest of your things at your sister's place." I drove away before she could answer. Revenge isn't about making someone hurt the way you did. It's about removing them so completely they can't imagine coming back. It's about standing in the wreckage they caused, untouched. She wanted a vacation. She got an ending,